Hello everyone, this is Brian Arsenal, and welcome back to Slay the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This next ending that we're going for is going to be pretty sure it's the... We'll see where we end up. I'm pretty sure we're going for the beast ending
You're
this
here
time.
to slay her.
So...
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yep. So, of course, we're just going to... Viva la Revolution.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will... We're not going to go through with this, right? She's... Ignore him.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We just head into the cabin. Don't pick up the blade, though. Don't do it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We'll just go in. Not a big deal.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I love the piano.
Her
in the
voice
background.
softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's
yes.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm fine.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I
Nah,
was starting
you'll be
to
fine.
come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
We're not going to stay focused.
Hi.
We're going to fail.
I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Yep.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Nope.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Just one.
You're only making this more difficult.
I'm not.
Thank you.
I know what I'm doing.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
It'll be fine.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
It'll be okay.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Drat.
They wouldn't have just left
Skyrim
the key
logic
to her
foiled
chains
again.
somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Absolutely.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door.
And we'll just return back.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for who? Easier for everyone. Look at
It's
the mess
fine.
you're in.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic, right?
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, it's the blade from her... Or we could... You won't like what happens. Fine. Against your better judgment, you cut. The blade is sharp. Her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a sound. No. She didn't. She
did not.
clutches the wound. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Correct.
Thank you.
No, we won't have any of that, as the princess... Wait, this isn't... Watch me.
What are you doing?
Now, instead of warning her, like you do to get the damsel ending, we go for slaying.
There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike, but she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside, slaying her...
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Probably.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Probably.
There's conviction in her voice. She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon.
Yeah, we
You
do.
raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
We fight
It's
well.
not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to... It can't just... As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone down. Everything goes dark.
Yep.
And you...
And now we have the beast. So, let's reapproach.
You're on up, you're here. Such magnificent gusto. We'll all be in the clear in no time. I have... She will lie.
That's okay.
He's right, you know. She's a clever one, and determined too.
Clever.
Keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because we're not going to let her get the best of us
Dang
again.
straight.
Ignore him, she's just a princess. Don't overestimate
No, she's
her.
not. Let's head inside. See what happens.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and
Interesting.
dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only item of furniture is a plain, termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its head. The blade is your implement. Yes, do it.
Yeah, let's take it.
You take the...
Head into the basement.
The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to step over a few holes.
Alright.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Man, we keep deviating from the
She
script.
growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
That sounds like a problem.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral. Don't let her intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. She has both her arms again, and she's
Very different.
different, isn't she? The beast is showing us what she really is.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
Maybe this knife wound? Maybe? Alright. So that's going to be the end of that ending. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. This has been Bry Arsenal. I hope you all have a great and fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!